Hi everyone, I'm back in the kitchen with you. Hope you've been okay since the last time I spoke with you. Today we're doing salted mackerel. It's as famous as salted codfish with us in Jamaica. It comes pickled in a brine, and it's very salty. You have to soak it overnight in cold water, drain, and then if you have time, you soak it for another hour or so, because it's a lot of salt with it sitting in that brine. This is about the size, I would say it's about a medium-sized mackerel, so I have bought some of those. I've just cooked it for about 20 minutes, rapid boiling for about 20 minutes, drained it, pour some cold water over it so that I can handle it. And I'm gonna flake it. It's pretty easy. This is all you got to do, and that's about the size of the pieces I want. You get rid of any bones that might be there, and there will be bones there. And so it is. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the mackerel. You know, we get our salted codfish from the east coast of Canada. So do we get the mackerel. So that's a little history. East coast of Canada, salted codfish, salted mackerel. We have this, when we prepare this, we either, mostly for breakfast, with boiled bananas, boiled dumpling or fried dumpling, and fried plantain. I'm flaking the fish. In Jamaica we say pick up the fish. I'm flaking the fish, and what I'm doing is preparing it for breakfast. Usually, most of the time for breakfast, but it can be eaten anytime, whether it's for lunch or dinner. Everybody use everything differently, but it's mostly for breakfast. So you see, I boil it for about 20 minutes, like I said, after I soaked it overnight. And I'm doing it now. I had to pour some cold water over it so that my hands can get into it. So after I've done this, I'll tell you the next step in a minute. So I'm just gonna do this for now. See this bone? As kids, we're just waiting for it to have a chew and a suck on it. That's the main bone, because it's so nice and salty. I don't know what the kids do today. Their palate is a little bit different to ours. They prefer to have Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, not that it's good for them. This is better for them. But as long as it comes from abroad, they think it's good. I was saying, even though this fish is from overseas, we still cook it from scratch. It's not artificially done and deep fried in these deep fat and so on, which is not good for you. Now you got to remember that this is a salty fish. And what one needs to do is, after you boil it the first time, you have a little taste of the water that you were boiling it in, and see how salty it is. If it's too salt for you, then you boil it once more. But you don't want to get rid of all the salt. It needs to have a little salt. That adds to the flavor. And everybody can decide how much salt they need. Some of us like a little salty more than some.
Yeah, I like it salty.
Yeah.
I like it salty. I think traditionally it should be more salty than the average thing that people are used to. So
and anytime I take too much salt out of this or the codfish, your dad complain. There's no salt in this, even though we're not supposed to be salt. Not me so much like him. I've finished the most labor-intensive part of this dish, which is the flaking and getting rid of the bones. Picking it up and getting rid of the bones. So now I'm ready to cook it up. Or cook it down, whichever way. So I have some oil in the frying pan. I'll start with the onion in the frying pan. Sliced, not chopped. It should be sliced. I'll just chop some of them.
So was that a little olive oil in the pan? Or?
That's
Cooking.
oil. One medium-sized tomato chop. No, we're not adding any salt to this until we finish everything, and then we taste. And if you need salt, then you sprinkle a little salt. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of pepper. 1 teaspoon of pepper sauce. Got that? Half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to put half of it in here, and I keep half a sprinkling on the top and serving. Like I've been sauteing, as Angela said, just until the onion is transparent. We don't want to cook it to death. I'm pouring in the fish with the onion and tomato that I just sauteed, black pepper and tomato ketchup and pepper sauce. So I'm just folding it into that mixture. I'm going to put like 3 tablespoons of water. That will help to thicken the sauce, and you need a lot of sauce because the sides that go with this needs a lot of sauce.
And what do you traditionally eat it with?
Dumpling, boiled green banana, and of course hard bread, fried plantain. It's breakfast time. So that is it all done. Simmer for about 5 minutes. Turn this burner down to minimum and simmer for another minute or so. And now I'm going to sprinkle the remainder of the black pepper. Put it in a beautiful white serving bowl, and it's beautiful. Some people might need some more pepper. I can't tolerate too much pepper, so this is my version. So here we are with my mackerel, banana, dumpling and fried plantain. Typical Jamaican dish, either for breakfast, lunch or dinner. Take your pick. So this is for cooklikeajamaican.com. Hello! Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel yet? If not, just press the button below and subscribe, and you'll get more of our delicious recipes. So do that, and you'll be happy like I'm happy at the moment cooking for you all. Bye for now.